Match 57, it's a good one. The Mumbai Indians are red hot at the Wankhede. They've been gunning down scores of 200 plus. They did slip up against CSK batting first, but a win against the Titans could surely put them in pole position to finish in the top four. The other hand, Hardik Pandya's return to the Wankhede Stadium against his former franchise always creates a story or a subplot or two. We look ahead to that one on Visit Saudi presents ESPNcricinfo T20 timeout. Deep Dasgupta and Ian Bishop have seen and called some of these 200 plus run chases. Surely, with all your cricketing wisdom put together, you can't always be chasing 200. So let's talk about Mumbai's bowling and whether they, Bish, like CSK, can find a way to make an inexperienced bowling lineup effective. They've got Chris Jordan in, but as we look at their numbers, they're right up there with the highest economy rates amongst the seamers. From the bowlers that you've seen, there's Akash Madhwal who gets the odd overs. Jordan's coming, Behrendorff is coming. What sort of roles and how would you like for Mumbai to set up as a bowling unit at the Wankhede where I know it's tough?
Yeah, I still think it's a work in progress, that bowling attack. Behrendorff came in last game and was very, very good. Chris bowled a good over at the end, but his initial couple of overs didn't go so well. They used Piyush Chawla in the power play, which I thought against RCB was a good plan. It didn't quite work.
Yes.
So I still think it's a bowling lineup that still needs some work, and Rohit will still be juggling, I think. Behrendorff is the one who has sealed his position for now, right, with that new ball. But the others are still going to be a juggling act based on how the game progresses. Cam Green, I think, can evolve for me still with his height and pace, but he's still learning on the job as far as bowling is concerned.
So there's one side of it, which is his pacers, which arguably is the weak link, if we can call it that. Behrendorff is dangerous with the new ball, got the wicket of Maxwell, but he hasn't been a reliable death bowler. The other part is their spin. Chawla's been their best bowler, Deep, fair to say. Now, Kumar Karthike was used interestingly against Bangalore. Can they make their team around spin? Because that's worked for CSK, even though they have, you could say, more experienced spinners.
At Wankhede would be a little difficult, even though Karthikeya did bowl well and was underused in the last game, according to me. Forget all the numbers through the season. Just look at their numbers in the last two games, and that'll give you a different story as far as the bowling is concerned. So I think finally the bowling unit's coming together.
Yeah, when you have the option of Cam Green, it's a tempting one. And Mitch Marsh has been used very well, Bish, by Delhi. Can you rely on Green to bowl tough overs? Or between Behrendorff and Green, are you looking at completing, say, 7, maybe 8 overs before the last few and give Jordan and Madhwal the death overs work?
Well, Chris seems to be, he's been profligate in different leagues, right? I mentioned he bowled well earlier in the UAE, very well, and for England he's been bowling well, but the depth is his specialization. So, and Madhwal seemed to bowl a good last over. So I think you're looking at those two guys. Green is still, Mitch Marsh is at this stage of his career.
Yeah.
Chris Green is at this stage. Two different stages of their career, but he has some natural resource, some skill that in time you're hoping will develop height, pace, and swing. The big test, if Rohit loses the toss and then they have to defend the total, that's going to be another stage of development.
Yeah, going back to the Cam Green thing, I think this isn't his best format. As of now, I think he's still learning this format. And listen, he's a match winner. He's a proper all-rounder. He's a proper 4-over bowler and a proper top-order batter. But I still think he's learning this format. He's trying to learn what suits him, what doesn't, both as a batter and as a bowler. Because he still doesn't have those variations that you require in terms of a bowler. Still bowls that hard length, test match length, doesn't have too many variations, but yeah, he'll come good.
In other words, he's still green.
Yeah.
I'd love to end it on that note, but I have a few more questions.
That's it.
It's
Mic
also-
drop.
It's also his first IPL, we must remember. So, yeah, Cam Green, the bowler, but it's not Chris Jordan's first IPL. It's not his first franchise, but he has had a similar set of, you could say, underwhelming IPL seasons for different franchises. I'm just thinking, Bish, if this is a nice new setup for Jordan in terms of the situation he comes in with. He comes in at the fag end of a season. He's probably going to play whatever games are remaining. It's not like other seasons where he starts, goes expensive, and then they shuffle around. They are out of options. Do you sense this could in some ways make us see the better, if not the best version of Jordan in the IPL?
I'm hoping so, because I'm still yet to understand why someone who's played as much cricket as Chris has still has struggled. I remember one season not too long ago at Punjab, where as soon as he started coming good, he was out of the team, and then they brought him back, and then he was out of the team. So if they can give him, as we say about CSK, if they can give him that confidence that, you are going to be here. There's role clarity for you. I still want to see him bowl a better length earlier. I thought he made some errors in that first game that he played in terms of length and line.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's the best of him because he's got a wealth of experience, and Mumbai really could do with his skill.
Yeah, and also looking at that bowling unit, which is comparatively young, you have someone like Chris Jordan who seems to be a good mentor as well.
Yes.
It's always good to have someone like him around the younger guys as well. So I think that will also help MI and all the younger bowlers there. You already have Shane Bond, but someone like Chris Jordan
On the field,
on
mid off.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fair point. As far as the Titans go, well, he doesn't have fond memories, Jordan. Quite the game with Rashid Khan and David Miller taking him down last time around. And we expecting this, would we call it an upset if Mumbai beat Gujarat, the kind of form they're in? I think there's nothing to say about Gujarat. They look like a well-oiled machine.
Yes.
Likely to play the two wrist spinners even here?
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think they really need to change anything. They've got a perfect combination which is performing, obviously. So they don't, and now they also have Alzari because Joshua Little is not available. So Alzari's there as well. So who actually hasn't bowled a lot in the last couple of games. They really didn't need to bowl that many overs. But yeah, I mean, it's such a luxury to have someone like Alzari Joseph in your ranks and not being, utilizing that much. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a surprise if MI do beat GT.
Okay, might seem Alzari bowl more of the Wankhede, perhaps.
Yeah, I was actually surprised he was out for such a long period of time. And then when he came back, he bowled that one over last game. But I'm also happy that he's gotten some rest from a selfish West Indian point of view because he's been playing a lot of cricket. So what sort of pitch do Mumbai Indians want with those two spinners coming at them and then Alzari? Not that they can dictate it.
We pretty much can expect what comes up at the Wankhede.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
one would
It's the
think.
odd time, there's the odd time where it grips.
You're just worried about the West Indies, who have a lot of cricket, a lot of important cricket coming up, right? Including a 3-match series against the UAE now, in build up to the World Cup qualifiers. Jeez, okay. Predictions. Is it going to be about the team that chases, or are you saying Gujarat are favourites?
I'm going to say the toss is going to play a big role.
Chasing team holds the
chasing
advantage.
team, yeah.
Bish?
Same.
All right. We send Bish there to get a good view of the pitch of that game, and we'll have Deep's thoughts as the week goes on. On Visit Saudi presents ESPNcricinfo T20 Timeout. This was our preview to Mumbai Indians versus Gujarat Titans.